So you've written a kick-ass intro using the intro funnel, and you've written your body paragraphs. Now it's time to write a conclusion. How do we do this? We use the conclusion pyramid. The pyramid is the opposite of the funnel. The top is skinny, meaning we start with something narrow, and the bottom is wide, meaning we end with something broad. Let's take a look at it in more detail. At the top, we are going to put our thesis statement again, since it's very specific and tells the reader what we just talked about in the paper. Now let's skip down to the end of the pyramid for a second. The bottom is the most general part of your conclusion, and you want to end it by giving your reader something to think about. You ultimately want to answer the question, why does this matter? Or why was this topic so important for you to write about? Give the reader a purpose for reading the paper. Then, for the sentences in between, you want to connect your thesis to the why does this matter question. Each sentence is going to get a little less specific to your paper and more about why it matters. Let's do an example. Let's say we wrote a paper about the movie Shrek and how ogres have layers. Our working thesis is, Shrek proves to have layers through his interactions with his friends and enemies. By putting this at the beginning, we are reminding our reader that we just wrote a whole paper about how Shrek proves to have layers. Now we're going to get a little less narrow in our following sentences and say, he acts tough and antisocial towards Lord Farquaad and the fairy tale characters. However, Princess Fiona peels back his layers and proves him to be a sentimental ogre with feelings. So even though we're rephrasing our points a little bit, we're introducing the idea that Shrek's layers can be peeled back. Now we're going to answer our why does this matter question. So we're going to say, even though Shrek is a fictional character, he relates to many human beings. Many people in real life have layers, and they just need to be peeled back. So by doing this, we're saying that this matters because even though Shrek is a movie, people can still relate to it in real life. This also might leave the reader thinking about how the people they know in real life have layers. So you see how we started with talking about Shrek and his interactions with others, then moved away from that topic and talked about how people in real life have layers. And just like the intro funnel, this is just a rough outline. You can add sentences or take them away. You just have to remember to answer the question, why does this matter?